according to the dictates of YouTube, apparently, we've both now engaged in hate speech and the incitement of violence. And so it'll be interesting to see.
This is Gary Carburetor with breaking news. There's a few bits of news on Jordan Peterson. You know that saying about how things happen in threes? Well, on my last video about Jordan, he mentioned that he had recently interviewed somebody, I don't know, but he said that YouTube took the video down. And of course, he had his narrative, but the reason they took it down is because they were saying stuff about trans people, and it's against the rules, and he knows it. Well, actually, I'm not sure what he knows.
So I had a YouTube video taken off my channel yesterday, an interview with Helen Joyce, who wrote a book on the trans minor surgery phenomenon. And so
at the end of his video, with his interview with the special guest, he mentioned to the guests that they probably broke some rules during the interview. Listen to this.
So I'm sure we've broken the YouTube rules already in this discussion, so it'll be interesting to see what they do as a consequence of that.
What a nut job. So if he didn't know before, he knows at this point what is likely to be breaking the rules, but he went ahead and did it. I wonder if he's getting strikes. If he's not yet, he might be getting a warning, but then he might start getting strikes, maybe starting today as you're hearing this. And I think once you get a strike, it can be a slippery slope to 3 strikes and you're out. All it can take is for people to show up and report his video. So I just came to Jordan's channel to verify that video was taken down. And I noticed I haven't really looked through this much. Because look at who he interviewed 3 weeks ago. And it wasn't to grill this, fill in the blank, man. Traitor. Who had a hand in the violence that day that killed a few people and injured a whole bunch more. And those people he was supporting, a lot of those people are in jail now. Maybe if he wasn't supporting them, they wouldn't be in jail now, prison. And Jordan titles the video, Husbands, Fathers, Warriors, and Kings. Well, that could save me the hour and 47 minutes. I'd have to watch that video. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Before then was Peter Attia. Another ain't the vegan. Dangerous diet pusher. Let's see what other bad shit he's done. Where are all the left-leaning people he's interviewed? Skip it. Oh. Tulsi. Don't want to say her full name because I no longer support that, supposed vegan. I'll bet you some fans had a problem with that one too. Climate change hysteria. Yep, I was right in my last video. I don't see any Democrats.
I spent some time working with Democrats, and I just interviewed
Newt Gingrich. The guy is total nut. In case you don't know who I'm referring to, I'm referring to both of them. A conversation with Piers Morgan. I wonder what they talked about. Psychedelics. So, his daughter, Michaela, also talks about psychedelics. It just occurred to me. Look at all these videos with controversial topics that YouTube has not taken down. So, you can't really just say that YouTube is in a war with him. They have the rules, and we all have to follow them. And he also mentioned that just the day beforehand, he interviewed Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I think it was the very day that I did that video reaction. I got a news alert into my email. YouTube removes video of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Jordan Peterson. So that's like 2 videos taken down in 2 days. And this one is also no surprise why they took it down. Misinformation about that's Kennedy's big thing. And we all know this rule. I've had a video taken down on that topic. And I think all I was doing was showing the misinformation from people like Jordan Peterson. And I was correcting it, but YouTube, they're really sensitive. And this isn't just misinformation. Misinformation that can kill people. So yeah, they could haul him into court, but he's too big. See, they were not going to want to touch him. June 19. YouTube said that it had removed the video for spreading what the company said was misinformation. No, they don't say. It's science says. YouTube is just enforcing it. And I will have to repeat again and again and again that YouTube is a private company. They have the freedom. Yeah, sometimes they go overboard. I've made videos about that. YouTube's policies against hosting false medical information are long-standing. And I hope you're laughing with me right now. Yeah, this is one big problem I have with YouTube. I think the government should step in on YouTube, crack down. They have a lot of stuff. Eric Berg, Jordan Peterson seems to be following the path of Alex Jones, who got his 3 strikes. He got his warnings and continued to do his crap. That guy's been in court. He got his ass sued big time. I hope Peterson gets into legal trouble, follows that path too. So I predict Jordan Peterson will get banned from YouTube probably this year. Check this out, people. While I was in the middle of making this video, I just opened this video. Jordan Peterson, his thoughts on Andrew Tate. The irony is right when I had opened this video, a YouTube message popped up. I've never seen a message like this one. Comment removed. Yeah, it was a comment I made about a half hour ago. And when I made the comment, a message popped up that I was using offensive language. I decided to post anyway. They gave me the option. Now they're saying it may violate community guidelines just to tell someone to fuck off. If you keep leaving comments like this, you may lose your ability to comment or even have your channel terminated. And right behind this message, where YouTube's talking about terminating me, right behind this message, we got Jordan Peterson trashing Andrew Tate. Too much irony here. But like I said, that's okay. If they don't want people using bad language and forcing us to be creative, well, I can do that, as long as I'm warned. But while this topic has come up, I want to say one thing. This being June, we're now 2 years in to when the shots were being given. I think they started very early in 2021. And the reason I'm bringing this up, we passed 2 years. You know what I'm getting at? Yeah, all those people against the shots, well, not all of them, but there were some things they were saying is that the shots would kill people after 2 years. Like population control. Well, we don't see a whole bunch of dead people all over the place. Conspiracy theorists and right-wingers, they make predictions into the future because you have to wait to find out they were wrong. And in the meantime, they continue their disruption. Now we see they were wrong about this and most everything else. So many right-wingers do this. They get banned. And then they use that for their narrative that the elitists are against them, so they must be right. Even in the diet community, parallels are like, well, the vegans are upset at this. It's what I learned, debunking the diet changers. Vegans are so triggered, so this information must be right. And they want to censor us, so we must be right. It's as if Jordan wants to get banned.
I'm sure we've broken the YouTube rules already in this discussion, so it'll be interesting to see what they do as a consequence of that.
And that works because there's a certain segment of the population it works on who thinks like that. And they fear everything modern. They fear progress.
I spent some time working with Democrats, and I just interviewed Robert F. Kennedy, and I asked him the same question that I've asked every Democrat I've met in the last 5 years. When does the left go too far? And I believe this to be true, that none of the Democrats that I've spoken with were able to or willing to answer that question. Now, you made a comment.
Very few will. I would.
And so when do you think the left goes too far? And
did you see what he did there? So he asked Democrats, when does their side go too far? And now he's going to ask Pence, when do you think that side goes too far?